We have breaking news overnight. New York State Police are issuing an Amber Alert with 2 children believed to be in danger.
The house behind me on Lake Ave in Burdett has been deemed a total loss after a fire ripped through it in the overnight hours tonight.
A traffic stop turns to a drug bust in Bradford County. We begin this morning with breaking news. President Trump and the First Lady have tested positive for COVID-19.
Just a few hours ago, Pennsylvania State Police have confirmed that the unidentified suspect has been shot dead in the home on the 1500 block of Barney Hill Road.
Chemung County residents can get a free rapid COVID-19 test done in Horseheads tomorrow.
So compared to an hour ago at my last live shot, the road conditions are getting a little better out here.
A Corning man is facing rape charges in Ontario County. Dylan Pratt is accused of raping a minor under the age of 15 in Canandaigua last July. As of this morning, Congress has validated Joe Biden's presidential victory. The mother of a 9-year-old girl who was handcuffed and pepper sprayed by Rochester police said the officers involved should be fired.
When I got here, I spoke with fire officials, and they tell me that 2 people were airlifted to Strong Memorial Hospital.
The Elmira Police Department is investigating a deadly shooting during a house party on West 3rd Street.
I'm standing here on Preston Avenue where 9 families have been displaced after a massive fire tore through 7 homes yesterday afternoon.
Bars and restaurants across New York State are asking Governor Andrew Cuomo to lift the 10 p.m. curfew for Super Bowl Sunday. FEMA announcing that it will provide roughly $466 million to New York State for costs related to the COVID-19 vaccine rollout.
The support group is called Grandsavers Are Lifesavers. Dozens of grandchildren and grandparents meet at Williamson High School in Tioga, Pennsylvania once a month for support sessions and a dinner. This group, once strangers, now a family.
This is what we're all about. We have a bond. We have a special bond, all of us.
The group started 5 years ago after one grandparent lost her daughter to a drug overdose. That's when 9 sets of grandparents came together and supported one another. Now there are almost 24 families a part of Grandsavers Are Lifesavers.
In the state of Pennsylvania in 2017, there were nearly 90,000 Pennsylvania grandparents who were responsible for the basic needs of one or more of their grandchildren under the age of 18.
But I know that I'm not the only one going through this. I see it with other people. So I know I'm not alone. And there's people you can call and talk to in the same situation to kind of help pull you from this.
Teresa and Randy Swain take us back to the day their lives changed forever 16 years ago.
And when he came out of the pool and I went to change him, he had 2 perfect handprints on his hiney.
The child was removed from his mother and placed with the Swains.
And we didn't realize at the time we were going to raise him. We thought, we'd go to court and he'd go back to his mom. Well, we never gave him back. We just kept him.
Going back to the child's father wasn't an option either.
When we first brought Chris home, he slept with a plastic knife under his pillow for 2 years because he was afraid of bad dad.
Teresa and Randy raised their grandson for 5 years before making an eye-opening discovery.
The anger, the banging his head into the floors and just throwing things and just very violent. We just thought it came from his father until finally we went to a therapist and she says, this child has autism. God only knows how much of a struggle it has been to raise this child with special needs.
The Swains were also faced with the financial burden of raising a special needs child. They said they were told the only way they could get funding to help care for him is if Chris became homeless first.
I didn't want him to go into a homeless center, but that's where we ended up putting Chris. Chris was in the homeless center for 40-some days.
When it comes to financial support, foster parents get help, but grandparents are often on their own.
We're the exact same thing as a foster parent, but without the monies.
State Representative Clint Owlett believes the state of Pennsylvania can do more to help with the financial burden these grandparents are dealing with.
So there's some things that we need to look at there to be able to best serve these kids and help these grandparents, who have stepped up to the plate. Just trying to find ways that we can help them with some of these unexpected costs.
Karen Fitzpatrick with the Chemung County Children and Family Services says when children are taken from their homes, it is beneficial to keep them connected to their family in some way.
It's very traumatic for children to have to be placed in foster care, so as an agency, we try very hard to place children with people that they're familiar with.
Fitzpatrick says they work hard to turn a traumatic situation into something positive.
I think if we can find a family that can partner with the birth parents or can celebrate the birth parents, I think that is positive.
Grand Savers Are Lifesavers won an award, Resource Family Association of the Year, last October. If you know of a child who is in danger, speak up and take action. And just remember, you are not alone. With this special report, I'm Vanessa Rizzitano.